Okay, enough giggling. Okay. I'm Nick Mallare, this is Natalie Mallare, and we're a foster family. For me, it's always been a passion. I've always kind of been the kid in class that will gravitate towards that one kid that seems like he needs some help or needs a friend. Honestly, it's been since I was probably 12 or 13 years old that I've kind of had an interest in fostering, and especially
kids, helping kids in need. You see the need, and on mission trips you go and you're with them for a week, and you always want to take these babies home with you, you know, because you just see it in their faces and how they cling to you. And being able to do that full time, you know, 24/7, to literally take those babies home with you and give them what they need, the love and the support, even the boundaries, you know, giving that to a kid is so important.
Really, it's amazing. People are always like, how do you do it? Like, I could never do that, right? And it's one of those things that's like, you can't. Literally just, you go through the training and you get your first call and it's a little bit nervous and you're like, what happens next? And really it's about inviting your home up to love someone else.
If we don't do it, who will? You know, everybody says that, so it's just somebody has to do it, and we were willing to just take that leap, literally leap of faith. I think it's definitely a calling from God that we have chosen to answer, and it took a while to actually answer that call, but
seeing the impact you can make on kids is incredible. Even kids that you hear the situation they've been in and it sounds like there's no way this kid's gonna come out better on the other side, and you provide them that opportunity to be a child of an appropriate age, and you see them just completely blossom into something different. Like right now, we're playing with our button box.
Why we want to foster is we wanted to be a shining light. You know, we wanted to be that light in these kids' lives, whether it was for a week or 2 days, or whether it was for a year or several years. It didn't really matter to us whether it was temporary or long. We just knew that was something we were passionate about.
It hasn't all been roses. Our very first placement was a young boy who just turned 5. It was honestly probably I wouldn't say it's the worst, but it's one of those situations where you can really see some of these kids' environments they grow up in. Then immediately we go into a set of boys that we got called about July 1st, 2018. Mm-hmm. We celebrate, in this family, the 4th of July is a big deal. And so we were out celebrating, I got the call and I was like, you know, we just can't, I'm not in town. I mean, we want to do it, but we can't do it. They'll get the same call back 10 days later, and I was like, Natalie, this is an obvious sign, right? God is telling us these boys need a place.
After we had the 2 brothers for a while, we got a call to take their sister, who was brand new. And to have 6 kids in one house seems really, really overwhelming. And, at the last minute we finally said yes. We took the leap of faith, and when we introduced her to the boys, mm-hmm. It was so sweet. You know, it was like, this is why we took in 3 kids and kept these siblings together. Something that I've really enjoyed watching is watching our own kids grow too. And that's something I didn't necessarily anticipate, was how our own kids would respond. And it was really apparent this year when Micah had a school project and he had to bring a school picture of our family. And our family is unique, so which picture do we bring? Do we bring just our little family unit of 5, or do we include our foster children that we've had? Because we've had a lot of different family pictures. And so I just asked him, who do you want in your picture? Because I can make it happen with Photoshop. And he said, I want everybody. It's like, well, who is everybody? Everybody. I want every kid we've had. I want everybody. Even the ones that were here for 2 nights. He wanted them all in his picture, and that just really touched me, because he even said it's like family is not it's not our family anymore. They were all part of our family. And yeah, all the foster kids that have ever been here are part of our family in some way, and that's really powerful for a little 3rd grader to realize already. It's taught me a lot about loving through our brokenness. Like, we're all broken in so many ways, and kids who are in foster care literally have a broken family right now, and what that means to love them through it, and how that's a reflection of how God loves us through all of our brokenness too.
God's whole purpose, right? He's telling us that he loves us unconditionally, and we get to give a little glimpse of that to these kids that probably in many ways have never been loved unconditionally. And that's a great reminder for us every day. How are our actions being reflected in the young people we're bringing up?
And it tests us every day.
Yep.
Yeah.